Hi, I'm Bipinda and this is The Stammering Life. Today's video is going to be about starting a new job as a stammerer and how that's a unique experience. So about 5 months ago now, I started a new job as a support officer, and it's been such a change from teaching. So I was a primary school teacher before, as I mentioned in my videos, and whilst I really enjoyed this, it was really intense and the workload got to a point where I felt that I wasn't really enjoying it that much anymore and I just really needed a change. Starting a new job has been a huge change, and it's been really great getting to use other skills and getting to work on the computer all day, and I even get to work from home a few days each week, and that's been really nice. It's also been nice to just get to manage my own time a bit more and just sort of get to work at my own pace. But I think that starting a new job has also made me think about my stammer a lot more, and that's been such a surprise to me. I think I didn't expect my stammer to be something that I thought about in every conversation, in every part of my day, whether I'm in the office or on a Teams call, when I'm all working from home, my stammer is always on my mind. Over the last 5 months, I've really had to go through a journey of accepting my stammer again. Over the last sort of 4 years, I felt that I'd really come a long way. But I do feel that whenever I start a new job and whenever I'm in a new place amongst people I don't know, it can just be that a little bit harder to just accept it. And I think that's because you're having to explain it all over again to people who don't quite understand. And that can be really hard. When you're starting a new job, you feel that you're not quite sure what you're doing yet, so you don't really have a purpose yet, and you don't really have a personality because you don't know anyone. So I think also having a stammer just adds another thing to that list, and it just makes you feel like even more of an outsider. People have been incredibly friendly to me, and they've just done everything that they can possibly do to make me feel welcome. I've spoken to almost everybody in my team, and even in my department about my stammer, but I think now it's sort of like up to me now to just really kind of accept it, accept the big blocks, accept that you're not going to look perfect when you're speaking and you're not always going to look professional, but that's okay. There's so much pressure when you're starting a new job, but there's also a lot of pressure that stammerers put on themselves, and that's what this whole experience has made me realise the most, like just how hard we are on ourselves as stammerers. I think it's really important to understand that ultimately the other person in the conversation doesn't care how you sound. They just want to know what you're going to say, or they're even focusing on themselves and how they're coming across, or they're daydreaming and they're thinking about what they're going to have for dinner, but ultimately they don't care. I think it's really surprised me kind of how long it's taken me to feel comfortable stammering at work, and I'm really interested if anybody else out there who also stammers has had a similar experience. How do you feel stammering in meetings in person, but also on Teams, because I found that really hard. How do you feel stammering with people who are your managers or in your appraisal? And I think all of these different things, they sort of add to how we feel about ourselves. If anyone has any advice, I'd really appreciate that. Or if anyone has a story that they'd like to share in the comments, then that would be great to hear. I'd love to know if other people out there have had a similar experience to me and have found that they've thought about their stammer more since being in a new environment. Thank you so much for all watching, and hope to hear more from lots of you.